Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. The Pirates aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Travis Wood out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 120.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Row. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
The 2-1 home. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of serious pressure on the defense.
So now to the plate, number 23. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robert is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
That is third.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And the 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Garrett Cole will be on the mound for the Buccos. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Standing in, Luis Robert. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Walker barehands it. Got him. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, in talking to the coaches, I think they're a little worried about the production they're getting out of the 5-hole. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
In now, Adam Frazier. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Frazier, a native of Georgia. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Morrison is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Digging in, number 20. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Cole into the windup. Here's the delivery. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 3rd home run for him on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Junior Lake, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Here comes the first pitch. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. 3rd home run for him on the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Standing in now, Oscar Hernandez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Cole has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
And McCutchen will put this one away, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Leading off the inning, Carlos Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way.
Oh, get that.
Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. The pitch. This is line to left. Lake is there, and he has it for the out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Lake is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Chris Davis at the plate now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, not that.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're down 2-0. Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Taylor Davis.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. There to take it in is Morrison, and that's out number 1.
batting seventh. The third baseman.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Into the box, number 48. As he'll take a look at ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to Davis at first, and there are two away. Coming to the plate now, Young is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Cole has his target. Here it is on 0-1. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 out, nobody on.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Cubs are down in order. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Logan Morrison. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A shot down the first baseline. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Stepping into the box, Neil Walker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Number 20 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So here now is the pitcher, Garrett Cole. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Line drive to left, and the Pirates are in the hit column.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Into the box now, Jose Reyes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Line toward the gap in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. Pirates leave 1. They trail things here 2-0.
Welcome back as the Cubs look to get their bats going here in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Currently, they rank dead last in the league in team batting average and perhaps more importantly, runs scored. As one of the coaches told me, the entire organization is pulling their hair out trying to figure out how to put a more potent lineup on the field, but that's not something that changes overnight. He said it's going to be a process to become the team we want to be, but we're willing to do the hard work that it's going to take to get there. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Travis Wood.
Here's the first pitch to him. Travis Wood is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
At the plate, Luis Robert. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Wood leads off second with nobody out. And it's fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2.
Count is 1-2.
Hit back up the middle. Reined in. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack. Field singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
To the plate now, Adam Frazier. A ball and no strikes. None out, runners at first and second. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
The 2-1 home. On the ground to third. Gloved by Santana. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 20. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Takes this the other way to right. Stanton is there. Let's see if they try it.
The left fielder, number 34, Junior Lake.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Junior Lake.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Left fielder is on the move, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Ready for another chance. Oscar Hernandez. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Full sets. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Row, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Now back, first baseman, Taylor Davis.
At the plate now, Taylor Davis. As he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-1 lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. So now to the plate, number 48.
Nope.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
The 1-1. On the season, number 48 is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Stanton giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It's the Cubs 6 and the Pirates nothing. Digging in, number 23. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second, and Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
Fouled away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. On the ground to first. He's got it. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Walkner.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've obviously had a lot of success in terms of pushing across runs, and a big part of that, in his opinion, has been their pitch selection. In this game, they've swung at pitches outside of the strike zone less than 15% of the time, meaning the vast majority of their swings has been at pitches that they're more likely to handle and hit hard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Russell answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Young is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Boy, and a Reagan-era fastball that time, mid-80s, but it's called strike 1. Popped him up. Santana is under it. He's got it 1 away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Travis Wood. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Here comes the first pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Standing in now, Luis Robert. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1 pitch. Six runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And it's fouled away. Now another 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Into the box, Adam Frazier. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, number 20. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Now a hard liner. But this will be a foul ball. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. The throw to the plate. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Into the box now, Junior Lake, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Santana's got it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here comes the first pitch. Logan Morrison will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The second baseman, Walker.
Pitch on the way. High and deep to right center. Robert is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Russell. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Now here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2 and 2.
Got to take your hat off to the pitcher right here. He's throwing a little pesky at bat at him right here. Could have easily just took 3 pitches and walked back to the dugout.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Oscar Hernandez.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 1 and 2 now. Here's the pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Now here it comes. 1 out, nobody on. Bouncer up the middle, scooped up. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, number 48. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Walker has it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. They're still in control, 7-0. Ready for another shot now, Jose Reyes. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh.
The 1-0 home. Lifted in the air to center. Robert is there, and he has it for the first out. Digging in once again, number 23. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 2-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Good battle. Count remains full. He'll try it again. 3-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Lake will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. So stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Hit to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. At the plate, Young 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Not shortstop, number 1.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
The 1-2. This one's down to third. Gloved by Santana, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And now the Cubs pitcher, Travis Wood, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Here comes the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton coming on. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, center
At the
fielder,
plate, Luis Robert.
Robert.
First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box, Adam Frazier. Here's the first pitch to him. And there he goes towards second. Line to the right side. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
To the plate now, number 20. Oh goodness, not ready for that slider at all. Let's strike one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded to short. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Here's Carlos Santana now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I got 2 on the count.
It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
A runner at first with no outs here. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. And he takes a called strike 2.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
So now to the plate, Chris Davis. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So digging in now, Logan Morrison. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set. Here it comes.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Softly hit out towards short. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Stepping into the box, Junior Lake.
For the Cubs, the left fielder, Junior Lake.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Oscar Hernandez. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Stepping in now, Taylor Davis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Here's Walker for 1. On to Davis for a... Here's Neil Walker. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0 home.
1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike.
slow roller down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Neil Walker. Hit back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Taylor Gutu will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Taylor Gutu.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Standing in now, Jose Reyes. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month. Into the box, number 23, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Robert is there, 2 gone. Striding into the box, Giancarlo Stanton is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that counts.
Two men are on with 2 men out. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Going back is the left fielder. Off the LED board and gone. A 3-run home run for Giancarlo Stanton. Number 11 for him on the season. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Santana. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. James Russell enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
And batting in the 6th spot, number 35, 9, number 7.
First offering on its way. In there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Pirates played 3 in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Cubs 8 and the Pirates 3. Number 31 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 31.
Number 48 will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Third baseman, number 48.
And the pitch.
Ball, exercise.
A ball and a strike now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Into the box now, Young. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in the switch hitter, number 7. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Luis Robert. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Fouled off. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
At the plate now, Adam Frazier, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Hit down the line at first. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, that wasn't the prettiest of swings, guys, right there. That's not how you usually draw it up, but that's a line drive in the box score the next day.
To the plate now, number 20, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Ground ball sent back up the middle, reined in. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 9 and the Pirates 3. Striding in, Andrew McCutchen. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
One and one to Andrew McCutchen. Inside and low, 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
The batter, the first baseman, Chris.
In now, Chris Davis. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0 is a low changeup that's laid off.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Striding in once again, Logan Morrison. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Number 12 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 12.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, outside. That's ball.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
First and second here with nobody out. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. McCutchen rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. And the deficit now stands at 5.
The batter, the second baseman, Neil Walker.
At the plate, Neil Walker. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count, and the pitch.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
This is skied into short left center. Young trying to get there, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The relay throw, and that's the first out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Nelson Hahn will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning.
Nelson Hahn.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Here's the 2-0. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Travis Wood earns the win, his second. Garrett Cole worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Pirates, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.